All right, everyone. Yesterday, Donald Trump met with Xi Jinping. Now, assuming that you're watching left-wing media, you'd think, well, Xi Jinping conned Donald Trump. Haha, he bested him again. It's almost like they're betting on China, actually. If you read right-wing media, you're going to see Donald Trump really, really won the day. He got this deal done, and it's huge. It's fucking great. A more nuanced take, we do that on this channel sometime, is that it was a qualified success. When you have, re-entered the soybean exportation phase and tariffs have dropped in reciprocation to that, yeah, I would say that that's a success. It's not a complete success, though. China is still going to be a problem. I do not, for example, when the Trump administration says, well, Xi Jinping says he's going to work really hard to keep fentanyl from coming into the United States. Come on, dude. And Trump is not naive to actually believe that, by the way. He's perfectly clueful with regards to that particular drug trade. He's just putting on a happy face, so to speak. That part is not going to be taken care of. But China's still going to be paying us a shit ton of money, possibly up to billions and billions of dollars, just to buy a bunch of soybeans. Now, what they're going to do with them, I have no fucking goddamn clue, honestly. I do not eat soybeans myself. That edamame or edamame or whatever the hell you call it, yeah, no thanks. Tried it on one particular occasion back when I was in UVM, and I'm like, why are people eating this? Makes absolutely no sense. The only use for soybeans is to make soy sauce. That is delicious. Also, it does not contain the estrogenic compounds that can fuck a man up. So, males out there, do not eat soybeans. Soy sauce is okay because it's been fermented. Don't touch anything else with soy in it. Soy binders, soy lecithin, all of that shit is bad for you. It can disrupt your endocrine system, actually. This is, by the way, not a conspiracy theory. This is medically recognized. Eat enough soy, eventually you'll grow boobs. Well, I mean, I suppose if you're, transgendering yourself, that wouldn't be a problem. But for, the rest of us, I think that it might be. I would rather not have big ass boobs hanging off of my chest. Some women complain about that too. They got like big boobs, and if they jog around, they're bouncing up and down, and then it causes their back to hurt and shit like that. Anyway, that is completely beyond the point. I like to ramble occasionally. I think that the visit mostly was successful. With the reduction of tariffs by roughly 10 points, this eases trade tensions, so that's good. And China, even ahead of this particular talk, they decided to import a shit ton. It was like some insane number, like 20 million metric tons of soybeans, all made in the USA. By the way, we've got perfect land to grow both corn and soybeans. They also are good companion crops, so this sort of makes sense. Soybeans were used after the problems down there in the Dust Bowl to restore soil, actually, because of course it is a legume. It's just, unless you're turning it into soy sauce, there's no real other use for it. It's goddamn disgusting. I don't understand it. So that's good. And Xi Jinping came out and he was rather conciliatory, actually. He's like, well, you know, countries, sometimes we have squabbles. Ultimately, though, at the end of the day, we're pretty friendly with the United States. Now, this is not exactly entirely the case, as we would say on the Clankdom channel. China is adversarial to the United States. There's a lot of propaganda. I mean, there is from the US government too, so let's not be hypocrites. A lot of propaganda, a lot of cheap imported crap, and a lot of trying to game the system, especially in the third world, which doesn't even directly involve the United States. This involves mainly East Africa over all other places, and the string of pearls and things of that nature. But that being said, the United States and China are at least capable of not coming to blows, because that would be the apocalypse. We don't even know how many nukes China has. It's probably 3 to 400, or thereabouts. That's enough to wipe out virtually the entire United States. As far as the urban populations, they would all be gone. We have thousands of nuclear weapons. We're capable of doing the same to China. It probably makes sense to attempt to basically get along. Just saying, I'm more worried about the rise of China with its enormous amount of manpower and its surging economy, although it's beginning to level off. That will cause its own fucking problems for everyone in the world, by the way. Then, for example, Russia. Russia's having trouble overrunning Ukraine at the moment. China could probably take Taiwan in a couple of days without any further action taken by the West. There is a big difference between these two countries. China is basically a giant piggy bank in bricks anyway. They're the ones funding everything. Them and then India, which straddles the line to begin with, so it doesn't really make a difference. This is the soy war. Sort of like Star Wars, but with beans. It's a it's a very interesting scenario in which the trade leverage involved was, hey, you want to make more soy sauce. This perplexes me. Honestly, I couldn't even believe it when I saw it. When I saw the initial reports on the deal, I was confused at first. I thought maybe it was some sort of joke, like it looks like a 4chan meme or something like that. Well, they were holding soybeans over our head, so we had no other result other than to negotiate. It was a little bit on the funny side, I will admit. But it's better to trade soybeans than to trade nukes now, isn't it? That's about all. Peace out.